Leprosy is a potential to cause you scarring rashes, blindness, as well as loss of limbs. You're viewed as being some sort of alien wearing a bell on your wrist to warn those healthy of your presence. You're locked away in the dark, crowded hospital amongst babies, elderly, and the dying. Imagine waking up without your fingers, your hands, or your feet. You have the top leading cause of death in the 15th century, leprosy.
Lepers were forced out of their houses to live in special hospital units, which were known as leper colonies. In 1138, Northampton was one of the oldest towns in the UK and was the first to have a hospital for leper patients. Before this hospital became a colony, St John's, which was opened by King Henry II, was opened to provide shelter for the poor and the elderly. As soon as a family member was diagnosed with leprosy, it was seen as a life sentence. Although the exact transmission was not recognised, the assumption led to lepers being dressed in green hospital gowns with a beaver hat and carry a bell or a clapper attached to them. This was to warn the healthy to stay away to prevent the disease further spreading. Most of the colonies were gender-based, meaning that even if you decided not to divorce and stay with your dying leper partner, you would be placed in a separate ward. No visitors were allowed to enter the hospital, and knowing there was no cure and you were just essentially deteriorating caused mass depression amongst patients. Although leprosy is now treatable, during this time common treatments included elephant teeth, mercury, creosol and arsenic.
Although St John's originally used the hospital when it went on to have various other functions such as a graveyard for the soldiers that killed in the War of the Roses, a train station, a chapel, and is currently a restaurant, throughout the change of the quays they were an important feature, especially during the period of the leprosy crisis, where patients were segregated away from the healthy population. Since the time, keys have developed into various different forms, such as PIN codes on smartphone, fingerprints, swipe keys, and car keys. Keys are also used to protect, contain, or hide something, just as they were when they were first invented in Egypt.